Parents, does your year 11 or 12 think they need to spend hours studying every night to score a band 6 in HSC standard maths? If so, let me tell you about one of my students, Kobby, who went from 60 to 95% in one term using this simple weekly routine, whilst being a national basketballer who barely had time to study. And so if you give me the next 5 minutes, I'll walk you through the exact system Kobby used to top math, even with one of the busiest schedules I've seen. And as a bonus, drop a comment saying weekly, and I'll send you the weekly math checklist I gave to Kobby. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Andrew Malcolm. I'm the founder and owner of ACM Tuition, and in 2020, I came first in New South Wales for standard math. Since then, I've helped hundreds of students score a band 6 so that they can get into their dream university degrees. And in every single video I post, I give you guys one actionable tip that your child can apply straight away to improve in standard maths. And so I need you to believe that your child doesn't need to study hours every single night to do well in mathematics. They just need the right structure that fits into their lifestyle. And so most students think that if they're not studying 2 to 3 hours a night, they're just not doing enough. And so when life gets busy, they just stop trying altogether. Maybe they've tried cramming or binging on weekends, and they're telling themselves, I don't have time to study because I don't have 2 to 3 hours today, or I'll just study during the hard exam week. But by then they've already forgotten everything, and the stress kicks in. So this is exactly what I gave Kobby to get him to that 95% range whilst not studying for 2 to 3 hours a night. And so the first one is over here, and it's only studying homework. All right, what do I mean by that? There's so many elaborate study plans on the internet that you could use, but the homework is the best study guide because it goes off exactly what you're learning in school. Right. And so there's a reason I want you guys to only focus on your homework, right? And I'll walk you through that in step 3. But this was like a 15 to max 30-minute process of just getting through the homework. And step 2 is treating homework thoroughly, right? And so one thing Kobby didn't do in that 15, 30 minutes a day was just copy the textbook answers for his homework, or just doing the easy questions, right? He did each question and he understood each step, right? Maybe he did the last hard questions from his working class, right? Maybe he was doing some work his teacher said, right? The standard he set for that was, I need to be so good at this that the next day in class, I can teach the other kids exactly what we were learning the last lesson, right? And that's the kind of dedication and efficiency you need when doing the homework. And so if he didn't understand something, maybe he'll look at textbook examples, or maybe he'll look at tutorials, or even ChatGPT to break stuff down. And then if he needed stuff as well, he could just ask his teacher, or he could ask me as well, right? The third step is what a lot of people dismiss, and it's no extra study. Right? So, like, the point of homework is that it reinforces what you learn in class. So the stuff you learn in class sticks, right? And so Kobby, because he was this national basketball player, representing his country in the Olympics, right? Like, he doesn't have time to just, be going over things over and over and over again, right? He did it to the point where he understood it, right? And then he moved on. Again, the point of homework is not to prepare you for the exam. It's to give you enough information so it sticks, and so that when you are preparing for the exam, it becomes a lot easier because you've already done the back work, right? And so this is the exact system he used to go from 60 to 95% in one term whilst training hard for basketball. And so if you want this resource for your child, just comment weekly and I'll send you over this weekly math checklist. They can just tick off when they've done it. And so it just removes all the guesswork, instead of, wondering what should I revise. They've just got a checklist they can follow. Right? So let me know if you need anything, and I hope